Hey everyone, it's your homegirl and magical mentor, Ayisha, and I welcome you to another episode of Infinite Times. I want to thank you and show my gratitude for you joining me again. Today, we're going to be talking about two things that are very close to my heart: self acceptance and imposter syndrome. I believe they are more connected than we think, and I'll explain why. Tune in. Welcome to the Infinite Times podcast, where we explore the limitless possibilities of the human spirit. Join us as we journey through the world of spirituality, metaphysics, and all the magic in between. From ancient wisdom to modern practices, we're going to dive deep into the mysteries of the universe and uncover the infinite potential within ourselves. I'm your host, Ayisha, and I'm so glad you've joined us for this exploration of the human experience. So sit back, relax, and open your mind to the infinite times that lie ahead. Now, self acceptance is such a beautiful yet complex term. What does it mean, really? I mean, yeah, on the surface, it's about accepting ourselves, our quirks, our faults, our strengths, our weaknesses. But I think it goes deeper than that. Self acceptance is about understanding ourselves, about loving ourselves wholeheartedly, about knowing our worth, acknowledging our imperfections, and still choosing ourselves every single day. It's about knowing that our value does not decrease based on somebody's inability to see our worth. Who gives two flying fig trees? And it's about looking in the mirror and saying, I am enough. Sounds amazing, right? Then why is it so hard for us? Why do we make it so hard? Why do we make this a task? Well, that's because we live in a world where we're constantly told to be more, do more, achieve more. We have to look like this, we have to dress like that, when all of it is just a bunch of BS. And it's so easy to get caught up in this whirlwind of more, right? That we start feeling less than. We start comparing ourselves to others and feeling inadequate. And that, my tribe, is where the imposter syndrome sneaks in. Imposter syndrome. It's like a weird term to me, right? My perception was something different from research on imposter syndrome. But if you've ever felt like a fraud, like you're not good enough, like you're just pretending to be competent, then you know what I'm talking about. It's that little voice in your head that whispers, you're not good enough. You don't belong here. You're going to be found out. Nonsense. Did you hear me? It is the little voice in your head that whispers, you're not good enough. You don't belong here. You're going to be found out. I know because I've been there. And I know many of you have too. But you know what? That's okay. It's okay to feel this way because guess what? We're human. And feeling inadequate sometimes is a part of the human experience. I've been in rooms where I was the only melanated person, let alone the only melanated woman in rooms, was practicing Islam like hard. And I'll be in this room all black, top to bottom, and everybody's looking at me. And I'm sitting here like, oh shoot, do I belong here? Maybe I'm not good enough to be in this room. Listening to them speak, knowing that I need to that I need to work on my speaking, and just listening to the way that they portrayed their words, I was like, oh shoot. And then someone calls me out to speak, and now I don't feel comfortable. Now I'm doubting myself. Now I'm doubting the information that I have that I know these people can benefit from. So I understand. I've been there, and I kind of beat myself up a little bit at that time. But, right. But here's the catch. Even though it's okay to feel this way, it's not okay to let these feelings or from living our lives to the fullest. Because at the end of the day, we are more than our fears. We are more than our insecurities. We are more than our doubts. So how do we conquer this imposter syndrome? How do we learn to accept ourselves for who we are? Well, the first step is acknowledging these feelings. Recognize that voice in your head for what it is, a fear and not a fact. I'm going to say it again. That little voice in your head that keeps trying to convince you that you are not enough is fear and not a fact. And I want you to challenge those thoughts every time you have it. Challenge that thought. Whenever it whispers, you're not good enough, reply with, yes, I am. Whenever it says, you don't belong here, respond with, yes, I do, because my energy attracted this. I do belong here. Because the truth is, you are good enough. You do belong. You are worthy. You would not be placed in a room or around people that you feel like you may look up to, that you may feel like you're not good enough to be there. Your energy brought you there. Your spirit brought you there. So why would you second guess it? Why? Next, I want you to practice self-compassion. We need to work more on practicing self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Remember, you're human, and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to have flaws. It's okay to not have all the answers for all of you who who beat yourself up. All of you who beat yourself up, if you don't know something, it's okay not to have all the answers. And it's definitely okay to not be perfect, because guess what? Nobody is. You're watching these people on social media, on TV, listening on the radio, listening on podcasts, and who is really being them? A lot of them are putting up this fraud, this face to sell you something. And you are sitting there comparing yourself to them when all they're trying to do is sell an image. So don't sell your soul trying to sell an image. Accept you for who you are. And lastly, surround yourself with people who lift you up, who believe in you, who will remind you of your worth when you forget it, because sometimes it's so easy for us to forget when we're caught up in all of the glitz and glamour that we may see on social media or on TV. This reality TV crap pisses me off, but we're human. It's okay. It's okay. And do the same for the people that are reminding you. Do the same for them, because sometimes they need reminders too. I find myself always helping people, always reminding people of their worth, being everybody's cheerleader. And in reality, I need it in return. I need it in return because I know that I am imperfect. So to just want somebody to remind you of those things, remind you of your greatness, remind you of your magic. Because I have friends, they be like, did you forget who you were? Did you forget what you can do? Did you forget how magical you are? And you need those type of people around you because we all need a little reminder sometimes. We all need someone to hold a mirror to us and say, look at you. You're amazing just the way you are. Now, I know this all sounds easier said than done. Trust me, I've been there, done that. But remember, it's a journey, not a destination. And every time you take towards self-acceptance and overcoming imposter syndrome is a victory. So be proud of yourself. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it is. Go have a day and treat yourself at the spa. Because yesterday you laid in the bed an extra 15 minutes. And today you laid in the bed an extra 5 minutes to work on you. Celebrate that. Treat yourself. Go have some yoga and some granola. And don't you ever, ever, ever let anyone, especially yourself, tell you otherwise. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope it reminded you of your worth. Remember, it's okay to feel inadequate sometimes. It's okay to struggle with self-acceptance, but don't let these feelings stop you from being your amazing, authentic self, because you are enough just the way you are. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if this resonated, and share with someone that needs to hear this podcast. Until next time, keep shining, keep believing in yourself, and keep journeying into infinity and beyond. Peace. Podcast.